you doing, folks? Papa Joe here. Gonna go on a little rant. Y'all getting used to it by now, ain't you? Turn that thing off. Come on. Gonna talk to you more about politics. Seen where Obama was in, what was it, Ohio or Iowa? I forget. And he was saying how men have got to get over this sexist thing, particularly Trump fans, Trump supporters. But we just need to learn how to accept that we're going to have a female president. I ain't got a problem with a female president. Not at all. I have a problem with a Hillary Clinton president, just like I have a problem with Obama president. Ain't got nothing to do with sex and ain't got nothing to do with race. Don't like neither one of them. I think they're both criminals. I think they both hate America. I ain't got nothing good to say about either one of them. Period. Not a big fan of Trump, but I do think he loves America. I think he'll do the best that he can for America. And if you're out there thinking that our problem is solely with the president, you're wrong. If you think our problem is going to be solved by electing Trump, you're wrong. Our problem is a lot bigger than that. Our problem is the whole government in D.C. For us to get in bad a shape as we're in, there's been a whole lot of hand-holding on all parties involved. That's why I keep telling you that I'm not a Democrat and I'm not a Republican. I'm an American. I don't like either party anymore. I think both parties are guilty of treason. I think both parties are guilty of ignoring your and my wishes and are what's best for us. I think both parties are only taking care of themselves, and I think it's all of them up there. There's the smallest handful of decent people that's up there. I think once you get into that circle up there, you're doomed. I'm a firm believer in term limits. I think we need to get term limits on them. They got term limits on the president. I think they ought to have term limits on all of them. I think we need to get rid of these career politicians. I think we need to get rid of these people these family names that have been in it for years. I mean, literally. One of the things that they play off of, that's why they hire people, just to help them campaign and get reelected. When you can afford to campaign and hire someone to help you get reelected, you're in it for more than money. Or I should say, you're in it for the money. You're in it for more than helping your people. When you put the effort and the money into staying in office like these people do, they're not doing it for love of nation. Be real. One of the things that they play off of is, I learned in the Marine Corps and I learned going through training to be a prison guard. I was a prison guard for a while. Didn't have a problem with the convicts at all. The majority of the convicts, if I'd met them on the streets, would probably have been friends, or at least associates, talk. I had a problem with other COs, correction officers, bunch of backstabbers, but that's another story. I have a lot of lives. But one of the things that I have learned throughout life in different trainings is that humans are creatures of habit. And you are too. If you will start a little journal, you get up approximately same time every day. If you're a smoker, you light your first cigarette approximately same time every day. If you drink coffee or whatever beverage you do, but start making a little agenda of what you do, down to and including when you use the bathroom. The bathroom is one of the big tattletales on the human nature. Did you know that we go to the bathroom approximately the same time every day? Now there's a few exceptions to the rule, but we are creatures of habit. Now why would I bring that up? Because as creatures of habit, when it's time to vote, with the ways that we think, we are predictable. Just like I was taught not to be a creature of habit and not to use the bathroom the same time every day, we have to teach ourselves not to be a creature of habit when it comes to our politics and our voting and everything else. We are so predictable, and it's so true. They've even made a movie about it. I don't remember the name of the movie. The movie was about a black guy that was running for an office that happened to have the same name as some old white guy that had been in office for 40 years or whatever. Well, this old white guy died, so the black dude ran for the office. Had the same name. He got voted in. Because people will go to the polls, and if they recognize the name, or you've been there and they don't have a personal grudge against you or know something personal that you've done stupid, they will vote to keep you in office. It's those things, sleeping with your enemies better than wondering where they're at. Knowing your poison. However you want to name it. That's wrong. America needs to start, if the guy's been there, if he's a incumbent, now vote for the other guy. If they're already holding the seat, vote for somebody else. The problem is, most of them seats, there's nobody up there running against them, which is why more people like you and I should run. But as long as we as a general will vote for a name or somebody that's already been in office, it's hard to beat them. That's why most presidents, if they run for a second term, they will win. Unless they've just done something totally stupid, which is why I never understood why Obama won the second time. Our problems is all of them up there. We need to get rid of them. We need to push for term limits. We need to send a message to them that we're not happy. The Republican Party did that a couple years ago, and they gave them everything that they said they needed to make changes, and they didn't change a damn thing. Imagine that. So, and now they're wondering what they're going to do. Well, why do you think so many people are backing Trump? Why do you think Trump has so many followers now? It ain't because Trump is such a great guy. There's so many of us out here like me I don't really like him, but he's the best thing we got. Don't want to vote for no Republican. Don't trust them. Done gave them every tool they needed. They didn't do nothing. They've done nothing to stop Obama for 8 years. Nothing. Matter of fact, they've helped him. Harry Reid has bent over backwards to help him. And yet y'all are mad at Trump. You don't need to be mad at Trump. You need to be mad at your own damn selves. You've done this to yourself. Got a buddy of mine I was talking to, and he was trying to tell me how all these diehard Democrats, that they'll go vote early and they'll vote all Democrat. And most of them are your old people down there in Florida too. I tell them what I'm hearing, Trump's taking Florida. Well, not what he's hearing. Don't know what to tell you. I don't think that the majority of the American people are cookie cutter. I think the majority of us has got enough rebel in us that times like this we all raise an eyebrow and we look twice. Yes, we've got those diehards that are party loyal, have been forever, always will be. That's part of the game. But I think there's enough out there like me that aren't. I've never been party loyal until probably about 12 years ago, and that lasted about 8 years. And then I threw in the towel on them. They wasn't doing nothing. They wasn't doing what we wanted. Main thing I want to tell you tonight, boys and girls, is the problem lies farther than just a president. The president can only do so much. Yes, I understand about executive orders. I understand a whole lot of it. I also understand that a lot of Obama's stupid stuff could have been stopped if they had wanted to stop it, but they chose not to. You need to start voting them out. Point blank, you need to start voting them out. And there is somewhere in the Constitution, and can't think of what it's called, where if an elected official like that is not doing his job, then the people of his, can't think the name of his area, y'all can have him recalled. You can, the governor can, after your district, can send you it. If they've elected and voted that he's not doing his job, you have a means of telling him, bring your butt back to the states. And when he gets back to your state, you're fired. A lot of people don't know that. One of them little hidden secrets in the Constitution. There's a lot of little hidden things in the Constitution. But they don't want us to know because they don't want us firing their asses. They all need fired. Point blank. Tell me one good thing that they've done in the last 12 years. Last 16 years. 20. It has gotten where these people that it's a lifestyle. It ain't even a job. They get up there, it's nothing but a little performance. Whenever the cameras turn on and whatnot, they do a little hat dance for you. Then they go back to doing like Clinton, going chasing little teenage girls around. Really? Been like that for a long time, folks. And you don't even hear the worst of it. We don't even hear who gets caught and who gets paid off. Why do you think being in politics is such a big business? Why do you think off of their pay? What does your man or woman make? What's your senator make? What's your representative make? They have a set salary. The only thing that they've done in the last 12 years is vote themselves a raise. They ain't fixed the budget. They ain't got none of the spending under control. They ain't done nothing for you and I. All they've done is take care of themselves, vote themselves where they're excluded from Obamacare. They voted themselves where they've got a good pension. Now Obama wants everybody to get a raise in D.C., but he can't give our military a decent raise. He can't give our senior citizens a decent raise, but he wants to go up several $1,000s a year on his retirement. Really? And who are you taking care of again? With nonsense like that, folks, we as a nation, we the people, we need to send a strong message. Vote out anybody that's been up there. If you don't know their name because they ain't made an impression on you how good they are, vote their asses out. If you do know their name because they made an impression on how bad they are, vote their asses out. That's the only way we're going to fix our problems. We got to get rid of them. One of the things that I've heard Trump say that I really agree with is he wants to fire a bunch of government employees. And these people that says how Obama's created jobs, no, he hasn't. He has cost us jobs. The only jobs he created was a few part-time jobs at Walmart and McDonald's and a shit pot full at the IRS. The government does not make money. They can't make money. They don't have a hand in making money. They cannot create jobs because they're not an industry or nothing else. All they can do is create government jobs. And when they create government jobs, you and I have to pay for the ones that they just hired. And then when you call in to talk to some government employee, they talk down to us like we're dumbasses. And we are. We're voting to pay them, give them a job to do nothing. So that they get all these extra holidays. So that they get all kinds of benefits and nonsense that we have to work for that we can't get. And then they're going to talk just like we're stupid. We need to fire a bunch of them. I hope Trump does. I hope he goes in there and just turns their basket upside down and all the rotten eggs fall out. That's just me. You know. You and I have to live within our means. I think our government should too. I can't afford to hire a guy to come cut my yard and all that stuff. I don't think the government can either, but they're still hiring people. They're living outside their means, but yet they're still hiring people. They're still creating jobs. No, you're just spending money we don't have. You're hiring more people to pay that we don't have the money to pay. The problem is more than Obama, Hillary, or Trump. Vote out anybody that's already been in office. Let's get all new blood in. And if we would do that around the country, 2 years ago when the Republicans had that big vote and gave all the Republicans all that power, and they didn't do nothing with it, That sent a big message. There's a lot of people talking about that. So if as a nation we vote out a bunch of these hands that's been in there and ain't done nothing, they'll start getting the picture real quick. And in about 2 years, we've got another election coming up. Do the same thing again. We can turn this country around and not have to fire or shout. That's the world according to Papa Joe. I think I'll go to bed now. Y'all have a good night. Remember, God loves you and so do I. Let's get our country straightened back out, folks. We can do it. It requires a couple things. You've got to vote, and you need to vote the one that's in office out. Vote in fresh blood. Y'all have a good night.